So let's get down to brass tacks. Jesus Cavalcanti won the opening bout of the World Series of Fighting 4 on NBC Sports at 1:37 of the third round when Tyson Griffin did not respond to strikes and the referee waved it off. Griffin immediately popped up and protested. He shoved an official. He may get a fine for that. It was not a very classy way for him to respond to the situation. I understand he was frustrated, but you know they give that instruction in every rules meeting before every MMA card. If you do not respond when we tell you to improve position or fight back, we will stop the fight. And Tyson Griffin did not improve position and he did not fight back. So this was not an unjustified stoppage, although Twitter was abuzz with people thinking it was too early given how quickly Tyson Griffin popped up. Oh well. Dave Huckabee and Ray Sefo was a fun heavyweight bout that Sefo got the better of in the first round with kicks, but then Huckabee poured it on in the second and was able to get the TKO stoppage at 4:32. Good on him. Nice to see him step up and show that he has more potential as a heavyweight, and he was thanking the crowd profusely and told everybody his motto was "Get Naked." Well, one of these days I'm going to interview him and find out why that's his motto, but he didn't explain it tonight. Nick Newell had the single most dominant performance of any fighter on this card tonight, winning at 2:07 of the first round via rear naked choke. Keon Caldwell knocked him down with one punch in the first 30 seconds, but that was the only chance he had. After that, it was the Nick Newell show. He took over, took him to the ground at will, and when he got him down the final time, he immediately advanced up and got the guillotine choke in tight. Caldwell had nowhere to go and was forced to tap. Nick Newell improves to 10-0 and cuts a great promo afterwards saying, "I've been on the bottom, now I'm on top, and nobody's ever going to take this away from me." Afterwards, some veterans presented him a flag and called him a true inspiration to wounded warriors everywhere. Card went downhill a little after that. Marlon Moraes absolutely owned Brandon Heppelman but couldn't finish him off in 3 rounds. He got a 30-27 unanimous decision, and he could have even gotten a more lopsided decision if that first round had been a 10-8 because he busted him open and Heppelman was spurting blood everywhere to the point it was stopped at 4:20 for the doctors and the officials to look at it, and he said he wanted to continue fighting and they let him. And the third round, they did get the bleeding stopped, but that wasn't before. In the first 2 rounds, he painted the canvas and Moraes' trunks with his blood. There was just groovy red everywhere you looked. So, a one-sided ass-kicking. And that's pretty much the story of the main event as well. Tyrone Spong kicked the leg out of the leg of Angel DeAnda over and over again, but couldn't put him away. You gotta give DeAnda credit for being one tough bastard. He was hobbling and limping, and he's going to be in a lot of pain once that adrenaline dump wears off. So the fights really were good through Newell, and then the last 2 just dragged on. But overall, I would give a thumbs in the middle leaning up for World Series of Fighting 4. It was a good way to spend a Saturday night.